What's going on, y'all, man? It's LA Rich, and we back with another video, man. And look, today we got the one and only Charlie Kirk right back on the channel again with him doing a video titled Charlie Kirk Tears Apart Trump Hater. Now, we obviously know Charlie Kirk supports Trump a lot, so I'm interested to see what this Trump hater has to say about him. Before we get into the video, what I want to say is thank y'all so much for helping me hit 13.3 thousand subscribers. We on the road to 13.4 now. I appreciate y'all so much for the love and support y'all show me every single day. It truly means the most to me. Nonetheless, we gonna go ahead and get into this video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some more videos to react to, whether it's from Charlie Kirk or anybody else, and I got y'all with it, man. But hey, enough of the talking. Let's do it.
The Democrat Party is having former directors of the CIA speak at the DNC just minutes before Kamala Harris, Leon Panetta, and then Dick Cheney coming out saying Donald Trump is the most dangerous person in the history of the country. That's an exact quote, by the way. Okay. I think we'd agree that's a little bit...
No, actually, I do agree with that quote.
Oh, you think yeah. Donald Trump's the most dangerous person in the history of the country?
Completely. I believe the way that he tried to go across and...
All right, and the history is a little... Come on, man. Not even a little. That's a huge stretch. Let's relax a little.
Tried to go across and completely erase our democratic process. They did multiple investigations. So it was a very,
I remember this guy right here.
Trump-oriented Supreme Court at the time. If there's one thing Trump's good at, it's putting courts in justice. Okay. And he had a lot of those guys in power, and they still didn't even accept the case. Mike Pence, luckily, Trump almost did it. He almost overturned the election for his favor. But that was completely, that's completely undemocratic and the most un-American thing I've seen in my lifetime.
Okay, in the spirit of not like engaging in hyperbole, so you think Trump is a greater threat to the country than like Timothy McVeigh, who did the Oklahoma City bombing?
No. I mean,
okay, I just want to make sure that you're not.
Let me rephrase.
To
rephrase that, okay, to rephrase that, I'm gonna say politician, person in power.
Timothy McVeigh didn't do the Oklahoma City. Someone said, okay, politicians in power. So more so than Jefferson Davis, who led the Confederacy.
Modern politicians in power. Modern,
all right, no,
okay. People alive.
Fair enough.
You can keep trying to divert it, but I'm talking about right now.
Okay, we're closing the window a little bit, but that's okay. I'm glad that we are. So more so than George W. Bush, who launched 2 illegal wars and killed thousands of Americans and millions of Iraqis.
Well,
I just want to be clear.
The personal effect, the Constitution, almost, in my eyes, almost got completely overturned. By Trump.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that we're dealing in the same
democratic process.
Okay.
Yeah, we are dealing in the same planet. Oh yeah, I was there. I saw all that happen.
You were there on January 6th? Wow,
I was watching it on TV.
Okay. No, but I just want to be clear.
Good diversion.
I just want to be clear though. You did ask about Dick Cheney, which I think is interesting, but we
can go back to Dick Cheney.
But no, with Donald Trump, it's fine. So how did he overturn or try to overturn the U.S. Constitution?
He did not win the election. And he claimed that he did, and he did everything in his power to stay in power.
Are you allowed to challenge results of an election?
Absolutely.
That's what he did.
Recounts, completely recounts of an election. That is a lawful challenge. They did that. He still, to this day, up until actually a few weeks ago, claimed that he should be president.
Right. So
he also went up to the Capitol building.
Hold on. Whoa. First of all, he didn't go to
Pence.
He did not go to the Capitol building.
No, he didn't. You're right. But if Mike Pence, you're right. I'm saying his supporters. You're right. Mike Pence,
which he told to go peacefully and patriotically go to the Capitol building.
They did not.
Well, some did actually.
Most did not. I did not see that.
Not most did. You know, there's only about 40 or 50 violent people out of 3,000 people on the day of January 6th. By the way,
that's not what I saw.
Who died on January 6th?
Trump supporter.
Yeah, only person who died was Ashley Babbitt, killed by Nancy Pelosi's bodyguard. A Trump supporter was murdered.
I did not know that somebody passed away on that day when all of that happened. I had no idea that somebody actually passed away.
Ashley Babbitt, killed by Nancy Pelosi's bodyguard. A Trump supporter was murdered. Trump supporters didn't kill anyone. They were not. Wait a second.
But they were making threats and they're charging the Capitol building.
No, I'm not defending the violence.
Okay, yeah.
But I want to be clear. What you think is the greatest threat to democracy of your lifetime is like 40 or 50 guys live action role playing as militia members. No. One that dressed like Chewbacca going on the Senate floor, thinking they're going to take over the U.S. government.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, you have like George W. Bush.
Downplay that.
Clear,
somebody died. You just mentioned somebody died in that. It clearly got big enough to where somebody was killed.
What? Okay. Yes.
And also, I saw the videos. They're breaking windows. They're
yes.
Destroying
a bodyguard murdered a woman unnecessarily. And yes, I'm not.
She said, "Do not cross this door," and she got shot.
Wow, you think that's okay?
I hate to see that. I hate to see that.
Okay, I appreciate the honesty.
I completely. I never.
Because she was
liked
an
to see-
unarmed American veteran who was protesting something you disagree with, got a little ahead of herself, and she got the death penalty.
But they did make a strict order, and that was also our Capitol building.
No, well,
I also
fair enough, but
the police officers there too
it's
were
also her
constantly
Capitol
getting pushed
building
back.
too, just
Absolutely,
to be clear. Yeah,
absolutely.
So you
No.
shouldn't get the death penalty for
I like that you're
protesting
being clear.
an
I like that
election.
you're being clear. Absolutely.
But I just want to make sure, just so we're morally consistent, George W. Bush, who put thousands of American lives and died because of the Iraq-Afghanistan war, or Donald Trump, who 40 of his supporters went and broke some windows, and
Based off the threat to democracy, Donald Trump, way worse. Way worse.
What is democracy?
Our democratic process to elect a president. That is
Right.
what I consider.
So, involving of which is to challenge election results.
Challenge election results, and then ultimately conceding an election when the investigations and the recounts have been done.
Well, they were actually ongoing. There were many cases that were continuing through the month of December. But to be clear, because you have to be consistent, Hillary Clinton still has not conceded she lost to Donald Trump. Is she also a threat to democracy?
No. Hillary Clinton showed up to Donald Trump's inauguration.
Hold on
and
a
did
second.
concede. That is
she
not.
has never conceded. She said it was because
I had no idea Hillary Clinton is basically still telling people that she won that election. Actually, that's crazy.
and he was an illegitimate president.
Now, no, the Russians did not influence the votes directly, but they were pumping in lots of false information to try to influence the election.
Man, you are so
That's true.
programmed by the Democrats. It's amazing. It's like, please try to have an independent thought somewhere. No, but I just want to be, just to be morally clear, that Donald Trump, on what he did on January 6th and what some of his supporters did breaking.
I thought you're supposed to be objective. You're not supposed to get like personal and try to like attack people up here.
I'm asking you to have a free, independent thought.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, no, you're not. But just your standard is Donald Trump, the worst person ever. That's fine. Do you think he was a good president?
I think he was a terrible leader. Absolutely atrocious leader. Was the economy decent under Trump? It was good under Obama. I don't disagree with everything he did, but I think overall as a servant leader, not showing up to the inauguration, constantly flip-flopping on ideas, his rhetoric, and you can say, oh, just mean tweets. As a leader, you're responsible for that. That stuff trickles down to the American people and ultimately can have really adverse effects.
So let's just do a hypothetical. You have someone who you consider to be a bad leader, but the country was in a better place, or someone who pretends to be a good leader and the country's going to hell.
Yeah, that's a big thing right there too, man. I mean, I get you're saying the stuff that he did when he was basically out of office and everything, but when you're saying that he was literally, he just said himself, he was a good president. Why is there something that we're arguing then at that point, man? If he was a good president, you shouldn't be against him then. He literally said he feels like he was a good president. Like he said things were good when Trump was in office. So why are you against him?
Which decision would you make?
I'd pick a good leader.
And the country going
Not
to hell?
pretense. A good leader.
Do you think that would be Kamala Harris?
Under a good leader, the country's not going to hell.
Well, but okay, so let's say, do you think Kamala Harris is that good leader?
I think Kamala Harris is better than Donald Trump. So
Hey, that's the easy way to get the crowd stirred up, man. That is the easy way. Let's see what the comments are saying. Poor kid only knows what CNN and MSNBC tells him is true. This kid has totally been brainwashed. It's sad and annoying. I am sick of these spoon-fed, ignorant young people who think they know everything. Kid is very programmed. But until he graduates from college, has to pay taxes, pay rent, buy groceries, and has to deal with immigrants and crime, then maybe he will change his mind. Unlawful shooting, a man murdered a woman. This killing does not meet deadly force criteria. Any police officer would have done this to someone who will be facing murder charges. Yeah, about that, the killing that happened at that when they went to the Capitol. I mean, if I'm being honest, man, they didn't have to do that. That's not something that definitely isn't protocol, man. I get she broke in and everything, but at the same time, was there really deadly force needed for that? I mean, the woman didn't have any weapons or anything. I'm sure it's numerous people in there that could have just took her down Like it was way easier precautions and measures that could have been had and done that would have been better than literally just murdering the woman. But yeah, man. Let's see what this one comes says right here. This guy's the perfect poster boy of why college is a waste of money. The other when people specifically get up there and show the world just how stupid they are. Yeah, man. I mean, it is wild though, because a lot of the Trump haters literally all say the exact same things, and it really does come off like they're programmed, man. You know, the exact things they have that they don't like against them. One thing I really haven't heard any of them say is that the society was bad when he was president. I haven't heard any of them say that, or just call him a bad president. A lot of the things that they say, as far as why they don't like him, are things that are completely unrelated to when he was in office and are the leader of the United States. It's things outside of that. You get what I'm saying? So do you really think he was a bad president then? Or do you really not like him as much as you claim you don't? But hey, man, some people will learn one day, and that's just on them. But thank y'all so much for helping me hit 13.3 thousand subscribers. You know, up to 13.4 now. I appreciate y'all so much for all the love and support y'all show me every single day. It truly means the most to me. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and close out the video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And it's LA Rich, and I'm getting up out of here, man. All right, y'all.
I just got the race, I boost it up, that I'm not real. Shooter ready, go there, ready, blast, they hit up everyone. Every time I did a give a shit, I still ain't number one. And my pockets filled with money, bitch, like fucking.